Get Scripted Sports here with Petey Pluto in the house.
Let's go, let's go.
What's going on today, my friend?
Hey, it's action-packed Sunday. We got two big-time games, starting it off the Ravens, the Chiefs. Well, before that, it's been a wacky NBA week. Guys are scoring 60, 70.
I don't even know what's going on in the NBA, man.
Some said the anniversary of Kobe's death. It was kind of like an honor of him.
Oh, no. They're going all wacky job like that on that shit?
To reach 81. Booker had, what, 64?
Yo,
62?
Is Booker going to kill Luka? Like, I really think, like, if Luka winds up dead someplace, like, Booker is going to end up being, like, the main suspect. Anytime they play each other, Luka shows up Booker. Like, every time. Anytime it happens. Head-to-head, Luka always gets the last laugh. Every single time. So what happens? They're not even playing each other, but on the same night, Booker drops 29 in the first quarter, right? I texted you. They're playing. Okay. Yeah, the Suns started at like 7:30, and the Mavs played at like 8:30, 9 o'clock or something.
So they're in the locker room watching.
Right. So you got to think Luka's there going, oh, yeah, that guy's got 29 in the first. Okay. I text you. I say, Booker's on pace to have 120, you know? He's got 30 points in the first quarter. Luka goes out and drops with 73.
Yeah.
Booker finishes with 62, 63, 60, whatever the fuck it was. It doesn't matter because nobody's talking about it. All you can talk about is like, oh, Luka dropped 73.
I haven't even seen the Booker highlights.
It's like
62.
KAT dropped 62 the same night Embiid dropped 70 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Cat. Yep.
It's like, what is going on? Nobody plays defense no more.
I don't know. Nope. It's insane.
Nobody plays D.
There's never been a scoring surge this high.
I don't understand where all of a sudden in a week you got two guys to go for 60 and two guys to go for 70.
Plus,
That's never happened ever in the history of the sport.
No way.
Like, Kobe, what do you do, 81?
81.
81. That stood for how, like, in a week, you got two guys, 70 points and 60 points in the same 7-day stretch.
And, the Mavs almost went to If he went to overtime, I think he might have tied or broke Kobe's shit.
And the worst part is, Luka won.
Yeah.
Booker lost.
I know.
And the Suns had won 7 straight. And they got beat by fucking Indiana.
Indiana's good.
Yeah, but they got no Halliburton.
He wasn't playing?
Halliburton's out for the year.
No.
Yeah.
No, we might have to revisit that.
I'm pretty sure he busted his knee up or something. Because he's missed like every game. I'm pretty sure. Like
he came back for a little bit when they got Siakam.
Oh, so you've seen him play lately?
He played a couple, but unless he got injured. I
haven't paid much attention to the Pacers just because like I seen him get hurt. And I thought he was out
when he did like that split.
Yes,
they returned.
Okay, all right.
Unless, like I was saying, unless this happened.
No, I seen that. I just assumed that guy was going to be out because who's it? Randall yesterday dislocated his shoulder. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
I was watching the game.
Wow.
So I'm watching the game. I got screwed on that game so bad, dude. I
live. Bet against the Knicks?
No. I had the Knicks money line, right? But so I live bet it at halftime. Mm-hmm. Randall and Bam to have 15 points apiece. They each had 10 at half. 10 points.
Oh,
right? Yeah, 15 points. Golden, right?
They averaged 20.
Second half starts. Randall's got 6 points in like the first 3 minutes of the second half. Golden, done, right? Bam gets the ball. He comes right out. He scores like the first 4 points. So actually, Bam had 8 at half. So he comes out. He scores like the first 4 points of the second half for the Heat, right? I'm like, this is gonna be easy money. Bam finishes 12 points. He'll score again. Whole second half. Unreal.
12 points. Wow.
He didn't finish with, and I actually checked his stats. Like, so that's the lowest scoring game of the season for Bam. 12 points.
That's insane.
And then they just picked somebody up too. The Heat.
Did he play? Yeah, the Heat traded for
Rozier, Terry. Yeah. So like Terry, I wonder if that's screwing with Bam, the ball movement and shit like that. Like just,
Bam's on the rebound.
Yeah, but you got to think like
he gets 15 points just off the glass.
But I was playing. If I took his rebounds, I would have been golden. He had like 12 boards, but I took his points. Dude averages 21 points a game. Yeah, 12.
Wow. There's a lot of bad beats.
And then,
it's impossible betting on Giddey. Like, he'll have a triple-double. He might score 28, 25, and then score 8.
Josh Giddey last year, for those who don't know, was our man. And for a stretch December, so say December to the end of January, 15, 6, and 4.
Oh yeah,
Hit 35 times.
definitely.
He's just printing money, this guy. Call him Saint Giddy. He's just turning peanuts into freaking dollar bills, this guy, every week, every night. It's awesome. Then you get to this year, and now you get some girl saying she's sleeping with Josh Giddy. She's like 16. He met her at a club that was 21 and over. There's a lot of shit going on, so there's a lot of bad. Next thing you know, the season starts, and our guy at 15, 6, and 4, he don't even score 10 points a game no more.
Rebounds were down, assists were
Everything's down, and it's because they got Big Chet. And so that like
Chet,
throws off the
Chet
everything.
is,
Like Chet's gonna get his points,
Oh, yeah,
and so
Chet's
like
getting 17, 20.
those points got to come from somebody. So like,
Plus all these guys I never heard of.
yeah, I don't know.
Their bench is deep.
Yeah, I don't know how the
They
Thunder
got
are doing
guys
it.
scoring 15 I never heard of.
But they're gonna be like one of those like teams like the Suns were a few years ago that they run right out, win 60 games in regular season,
Get wiped out.
get dropped in the second round of playoffs.
Oh yeah, Memphis.
Because they're not gonna know what to do because they've got.
Right.
They got 11 guys who've never been in the league
Sacramento
before.
Kings, but they're on the come up. But the Kings
Sacramento
are nice.
actually has a little bit better of a little shot because they got Sabonis, they got Fox, they got some guys that have been there for a while. Like pretty much, like the Thunder's all underage kids. No pun intended. They're all underage kids on the fucking Thunder. That's terrible, but it's the truth. I mean, I don't even think Giddy's. What's Giddy? 22? Yeah. I mean, poor
Shea, SGA is probably 25, 26.
Chet, he ain't even old enough to drink, is he?
19. Or Chet might be 21.
Missed his whole like first year last year, so he's on the what do they call it, the red shirt freshman year this year. He is
rookie year Chet, who's been playing good. Him and Wemby are exciting to watch.
So I'm on the Wemby train because Wemby's just on a tear right now, right?
Did you see his last? God, Sham God.
Yeah.
Wemby did that.
Oh no, he did the Sham God,
and it looks so crazy because his arms are so long.
Somebody threw him an alley oop and it looked like he missed it. So like he missed it in midair, but the ball was still in midair, and his feet landed, but his hands, he's so fucking tall, his arms was still in midair. So he jumped for the alley oop and the pass is off, and then his feet landed, but his arm was still up there, and he still caught the alley oop.
Wow.
Like it was so awkward because you're like, oh shit, alley oop, and then like, oh, he missed it. Oh shit, what? Like his feet landed, but his arm still was way up there above the rim, still finished the alley oop. It's unreal. Oh, and so I figured, he
blocked the shot. It looked like a volleyball spike.
Did you see that when we spiked that one?
Yeah, like what the?
And that was on an all-star. I forgot who he blocked that shot on.
Oh, DeRozan or some shit?
Yeah, DeMar. Yeah, he went up there and he just spiked it down. Like, these guys don't realize how tall 7'4" is. And then he's actually bigger than a lot of guys that are 7'4" because his arms are so fucking long, too. He's got, like, those long-ass, like, Eddie Jones arms. He's just huge. So, like, I lose on the Knicks. Well, I didn't lose on the Knicks. The Knicks win. But I lose on a prop bet, right? So I was like, well, Wemby never fails me, right? So I go back to Wemby. So I'm going to get for Wemby for 20 and 10.
Nice.
Gold, it's 20 and 10. But I parlay it with the Timberwolves money line.
Oh,
they lose by 1 to the Spurs in San Antonio last night. By 1 point. I would have had a $120 winner. And the Wolves, the team who's got the most wins in the NBA, loses to the team with the second or third worst record in the NBA.
Speaking of the Spurs, for the one bet, how many games do they have to be under?
What do you mean? How do you for the futures bet?
Yeah,
I think it's 21.5. So they're gonna be under 20. I got it early. I got it real early, and then I saw how bad they're gonna be because I had one ticket that I put out in before the season even started.
They might hit.
And
20,
I was saying, oh, Wemby's coming in, right? And I was looking at the number before the season, dude. You know what the number was before the season started? It was 33.5. So they thought Wemby coming in was going to win 33.5 games with the Spurs. After about 2 weeks the season started, 33.5 dropped to 22. So I was like, all right, I have an idea what the Spurs are doing. They're doing what the old Spurs did.
They want to tank again.
You got that fucking right. They're going in the tank. Dude, they're playing Wemby 26 minutes a game. No. Do this math. He's averaging like 26 points and 12 rebounds a game. He's only playing 26 minutes a fucking game. Yeah. And that's on purpose. And freaking Pop, being freaking super scientist, I hate Greg Popovich, by the way. So like Greg Popovich, he's playing the game right. He's saying because he's so big, his frame is so big, and he's not growing into his body. It's for his own safety to make sure that he doesn't play an 18-year-old kid more than 26 minutes a game.
You got to look at Zion was playing a lot, and his knees were like, bro.
I understand
they had to cut his minutes.
But Zion
down.
also played in college and had that like rigorous schedule of playing college football or college basketball.
Back to back, yeah.
So like Wemby, he played over in the French league, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a college basketball schedule. And I can only imagine the competition that's over in the Euro League. I don't know. My whole point is he's an 18, 19-year-old kid. Yeah. He's playing 26 minutes. He's not even playing a full game. What's like a Jason Tatum playing? He's playing like 40 minutes a fucking game almost, right? If Wemby's playing 40, can you imagine he's playing 40 minutes? This dude's going to average 30 to 40 points a game if he's playing that many minutes.
He's gonna
average 20 rebounds a game.
He's gonna be next generation shit.
Like there's not gonna be anybody that can stop this guy. No. Like except for Joel Embiid. And that's just because
But Wemby's not even going to be a center in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, because
he's going to be a wing.
He's going to, you think like a 3?
Yeah. Amazing shooter.
Oh, man.
He's Porzingis.
You can't put anybody on him. Nobody can guard him.
No.
He just come down and shoot over everybody.
Now he's getting handles.
It's like a 16-year-old having a fight with a 3-year-old. He's just going to put their hand on their forehead. He's like, sit here, boy, while I take this jump shot over you. Like, did you see Kelly Oubre the other night, like, measure up Wemby? Like, he had to guard Wemby in the post, and Oubre, like, got to him, and he saw that his head only went up to about the middle of his jersey.
Wow.
And, like, he's literally taking his hand, and he's, like, measuring up. He's like, wow, my head's here, and it's coming up to here on this man. Like, it's like, it's going in the back. Like, literally, like, Wemby's got him posted up, and he's, like, see how fucking tall he is. He's like, holy shit. It's like, his eyes are lighting up like, this man's fucking huge. Like when in the preseason when Thomas Bryant had that look when Wemby dunked over him.
Coach.
Yeah, he's just like, I might as well just retire now, coach. Like you put me on this guy. Yeah. Like, no, my ankle hurts that game.
Right, and Thomas Bryant usually can.
Like he can ball.
He can jump with the best of them.
Yeah, the dude's 6'10", I think.
Yeah.
And this dude just from behind him dunked over him. I'm sure that was a out of body experience for him. He's probably never had that happen to him before in his entire life.
Wemby jumped from the foul line.
Thomas Bryant went home that night, and he thought about being the next Kendrick Perkins. He's just like, I can't be in this league, brother. He's like, this guy's just, I don't want to be embarrassed. He's like, I'll take the highlight reels I got, and I'll just leave because I don't want no part of this. Like, this kid's 18. This guy's 18 doing this. Give him 10 years. What's he gonna do at 28 when he actually knows how to work all of his lanky arms and shit like that when he knows
when he puts on 25
right, and that's the other thing too. Like, what's he gonna be like when he knows what he can get away with? Like, you know what Joel Embiid, like the first few years, it was just kind of like he was hurt, he wasn't hurt, like that he can play, that he can dominate, and now it's kind of like he does what Shaq used to do. He kind of like half plays until like the playoffs are here, and he knows it now. He's like, I'm not gonna like bust myself out for the regular season.
And speaking of Joel, had 70 on Wemby.
And did you see the prayer that he did for Wemby before pregame? He walked by Wemby and looked right at him, and then as they walked behind each other, freaking Embiid did the old.
He did.
Yeah, he looked up and he looked at him, and then he just shook his head like this, and then gave him one of these and dropped 70 burger on him. He was like, I'm gonna show this kid, because he knew that he could just do whatever he wanted to him. He knew that he was just skin and bones, and he could just put him wherever he wanted to, and that's what he did the whole game.
Joel had him in a blender.
I mean, Wemby still had 30.
Oh, yeah.
So,
right.
Nobody's talking about that either.
Joel has 70 and 18.
If you want to be the asshole to Joel would be like, I scored 70s. Yeah, but an 18-year-old kid lit your ass up for 30 points, and this kid don't even know what he's doing. He don't even know what he's doing. Wait till he starts coming down, and he's got, he's going to try and get guys on his hip. You know, Booker, gets a guy on his hip as he approaches, the key. He'll, you know how they do it? And then they'll get the switch off once he gets the right guy on his hip, and then he'll get the foul.
Right.
What are you gonna do when a guy's? Yeah. What are you gonna do when a 7'4" guy's gonna do that?
I know.
Nobody's gonna. He's gonna hit you with a fadeaway jumper. Yep. Yeah, so his jump shot peaks at 13 feet in the air.
That's insane. KD couldn't.
Yeah,
KD was up to.
Yeah, KD was up to his elbow. He couldn't even reach him.
Yeah, he can't guard it.
But that's NBA. NBA's kind of crazy right now. I haven't followed
even LeBron last night had a 36, 20, and 12.
Oh my God.
Steph had 49 and 9 threes.
Did they play each other, Lakers Warriors?
Yeah. Double overtime. Lakers win by 1.
I saw that Curry, the Curry had the 40 points, and he had a vintage Curry, and they still
He
lost.
was lighting
Dude,
them.
Warriors aren't even gonna make the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
No,
they probably the
they'll
6
probably
or 7
sneak into that
play in.
play in, and then whatever happens happens. But like even because I think like was it 7, 8, 9, and 10 all have to be in the play in, I believe, right? So
Yeah.
like they could be 10 and maybe sneak in, but I don't see them like no way they get a 6 spot.
Wow.
Like West is too loaded for them to even come close to getting a 6 spot.
Lakers are.
Like this, I bet you right now the Suns end up with a 6. Like that's how loaded the West are. The Suns get the 6 seed, or Suns or Mavs will end up with that 6 seed right there because you got to figure you're going to have the Nuggets, the Wolves, and the Thunder are all going to win pretty near 60 games, almost 60 games or over 60 games this year. So there's your
Nuggets,
1, 2, and 3.
Nuggets, Wolves, Thunder.
And then you got the Clippers like right behind them because of all of a sudden James Harden is like, hey, I can play basketball again. Look at me. James, I hate him too. How much money? I don't even want to get on. That's a whole show. I can go off on James Harden. I really don't like him.
Right, he couldn't feed his kids on 25 million.
Ah, yeah, him and Latrell hanging out the same accountant. They must have the same accountant. Latrell can't feed his family on $40 million in 1995, and James Harden makes $100 million a year, which seems like for the last 12 years. I feel like this guy's been making $100 million a year since he came in the league, and he hasn't won anything. Like he hasn't won a ring. The closest he ever came was when he was with Durant and Westbrook, I believe.
Yeah,
Like
Houston.
so now he's on a team with Kawhi, and Kawhi is the Kawhi from when he won a championship with nobody on his team. With Fred Van Vliet was your second fiddle in Toronto. Like that's the Kawhi they're playing with.
Right, Surge.
So now I think Harden's kind of like, if I just kind of shut up and maybe try and ball half to what I can, like.
Plus,
And then
PG's got a
and you got
squad.
PG too.
PG and West.
Yeah, dude, the Clippers are gonna. I'm telling you, the Clippers are gonna be a tough team to beat. Then they may win the whole fucking thing this year. The Clippers.
Yeah.
They could beat the Nuggets. They could beat any of the team because they got Kawhi. I don't care who else anybody has. If you have a healthy Kawhi, he's like the best defensive player, best offensive player.
Right, and then you got the Lakers right there.
And so the bottom feeders are gonna be like them Suns, them Lakers. Like I don't think the Warriors even finish above 500. I don't even think they can do it. They're just they don't. They're getting old. But anyway,
if they start clicking, I'd never count them out like this. But yeah, the West is the 8, 9, 10 is gonna be tight.
Yeah. The West is definitely loaded. The East, the NBA winners coming from the West, unless the Celtics. I mean, you get the Celtics in the East, and then it can be like 4 or 5 different teams in the West. It really could be. I mean, because you can't count Joker out. But
oh shit!
Did
you say Denver after the Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at them top 4 teams in the West. Right? If you got the NBA standings, look at the top 5. It's like the Wolves, the Thunder, and who's the other one right there on nipping at them? Wolves, Thunder. I can't think of the fucking other team.
Sacramento, Phoenix.
Yeah, there you go.
Pelicans, Mavs,
Oh,
Lakers.
I forgot about the Pelicans. Yeah, Pelicans are right in the middle of that shit.
Lakers and Mavs are neck and neck.
They're
for 9.
Yeah.
The Pelicans are.
Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom, like 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you tell me like where are the Warriors?
Warriors are like 11, 12.
Whoa. Yeah, and in the West, they gotta do something. They gotta make a move.
Yeah, they do.
Warriors gonna be done.
Wow.
Yeah, unreal.
They might not even make the play-in if it started today.
How the mighty have fallen. I kind of like that when the guy who was the face of the league, he was the best. Although it took Tom Brady in the NFL like 40 years to that was the worst. Tom Brady comes in the league as a nobody, then he's the best player. You're like, oh, he'll flash out in 4 or 5 years, and then 25 fucking years later.
Bro, the West has done a whole flip. OKC is number 1.
You got Minnesota,
2,
Denver,
Clippers 3.
Clippers are 3 now. Denver
4, Sacramento 5, Phoenix 6,
Dallas.
But if the Pelicans win tonight, they flip flop. Phoenix at 7, Dallas at 8, Lakers at 9.
So what's Dallas at 8, and what's their record?
25 and 21.
All right, so they're 4 games over 500 at the 8th spot right now. Mm-hmm. So they got 25, 21. So it's 46 games. So they got 36 games left. So they got 36 games left in the schedule.
All the 10 teams in the the West Coast are above 500. Lakers 24-23, Jazz 24-23.
And the Warriors are almost 10 games under 500.
Warriors are 19-24.
So 5 games under 500.
And then the East,
East is
they're
bad.
top 10. Yeah.
East has got some bad teams.
Brooklyn is the 10th, and they're 18-27.
They got the Detroit money printing Pistons there.
Oh,
bet
boy.
against the Pistons every single night, man.
5-40.
If you're betting against the Pistons, just do that right till the season, till they won't let you do it anymore.
So you might be right about the
unders.
The Spurs are 10-36.
All right, so they're 10-36. So in 46 games, they've won 10 games. They got 36 games left.
And they need to win 12.
No, they have to be under. I have them under 22.5. So they can't win 23 games. 23 games is a loser.
22 is.
No, 22. I win by the hedge.
Oh,
by
you
the
had
half.
point half.
Yeah, I got.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
45.
under 22.5.
Gotcha.
And then I got like 3 or 4 more other tickets going, and I got them at like 21.5 on a couple other ones. I got the Pistons. So the Pistons were like I got the Pistons at like under 26.5. Like nobody thought the Pistons were going to be as bad as they were. I got them right before they went on like the 30-game losing streak.
Wow.
The Wizards are awful. The Wizards and Pistons played each other. That was a nice little win I had yesterday. There's a plus money.
Who won?
Dude, they had the Pistons as a favorite yesterday.
Yeah, the
Wizards
won the first time.
Yeah,
the Wizards won?
Yeah. Wizards won on the road in Detroit, and I beat them, I think, by 10 or 12.
Ooh.
And I got it at like plus 136, so I got it for a little plus money.
Okay.
That's a nice hit. Like, why are the Pistons ever favorited at all? I don't care who they're playing. They'd be playing Shenendehowa JV girls team. Like, the Pistons should not be favorited in that game.
Dang.
The girls JV team should be like minus 1.5.
The Pistons do play hard though. They're only losing by like 5.
They
6.
do, and it's management, dude. They want to field the worst team possible, so they get the best pick possible.
And their coach
and if they win a couple games, that's great. But I bet you if you actually rolled back all the videotape of all the games, like there's times where they pull like a guy who's doing good out here and there, just so that like they may have a lesser chance of winning the game.
How is their coach not on the hot seat? But meanwhile, Milwaukee fires their coach.
Well, there's
Milwaukee's 2 in the East.
There's different expectations.
32-14.
Different expectations. They expect the Bucks. They're expecting their coach to go to the finals and win it every year. The Pistons, you can coach the Pistons. Like you can sign up right now and coach the Pistons, and they'll be like, yeah, Mr. Petey Pluto, yeah, what do you want? The remaining 30 games? Yeah, no problem. League minimum, is that cool? Yeah, no problem. Don't worry, we're not going to say a thing. Just go out there, keep putting these same 11 guys in any rotation you want because we've stacked the deck. We want to make sure we get as many ping pong balls as possible, and we're going to draft the next whoever out of college this year, or the next. It seems to be international players is like the new thing this year.
Because
they don't care who the coach is.
Because the Bucks ain't doing too bad.
But the Bucks, why'd they sign Doc? Right?
Yeah.
What's he won? Nothing.
Doc's
never won a championship.
The Celtics.
Did he?
Yeah.
He was the coach of that team.
Yes.
He's got a lot of Game 7 losses though.
He does.
But that means he's in a lot of Game 7s.
He's got 1 or 2 chips as a coach.
Doc Rivers. I don't like Doc. And then a lot of players say they don't even like playing for Doc Rivers.
Wow, he's hard on him, but he's a good coach.
And it's a lot of the younger players. That's probably the coddled new
He's
generation
got that old
player.
School. Oh, yeah.
So, we got to practice today?
Yep.
I mean, I can't practice.
Oh, every day. No, Doc will be hard on him.
I heard an interview Steve Kerr was talking about like when Tony Kukoc first came into the league and like the difference between European ball in like the 90s and the NBA or something like that. And so he came into the league and usually like guys are stretching and getting ready around 1 o'clock for the evening game. They said they all went out for like lunch or something. And Tony Kukoc got like this huge plate. Like, he just got like he got everything. He got a full dinner sized portion at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They get a 7:30 game or something like that. The guys at the table was like, yo, man, we got to play tonight. He's like, how can you eat all this and then go play? He's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. He's like, over in Europe, that's what you do. You eat a lot of food, you go back to the hotel, you take big shit, and then we go out there and we play. Is that how it goes? And that's old school, man. Like, nowadays, you got everybody's doing, like, calisthenics out in the fucking stretch and whatnot. This guy just came in, pounded some ZD, and then went out there and just fucking played with Michael Jordan.
All right. It should be like that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck the NBA for right now. I'm upset with them after the fucking Spurs beat the Timberwolves. I think they were the biggest favorite last night too. And I was just like, yeah, give me the Wolves money line. I think they're minus 590 or some crazy shit like that. 12-point favorite. And the fucking and Wemby played his 26 minutes, had his 24 points, 10, 12 rebounds, did his thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, any playoff series is gonna be tough. You got the Nuggets are good. Clippers are gonna be tough. Lakers in a 7-game series, tough. The Suns when healthy.
You could easily say that every round in the Western Conference playoffs this year could go 7 games,
Oh
no matter
yeah.
who the matchup is. Once they
I
finalize
think
those 8 teams that are going to play in the playoffs,
even though OKC and Minnesota are 1-2,
they're
the
interchangeable.
Lakers in a 7-game squabble.
You can't deny it.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's what I say. Once the game starts getting a little half courtish, a little more defense, a little bit harder fouls,
7 games.
you would think guys are playing every fucking game too, like in the playoffs at least. At least some of these matchups. Like what did I read? So I wanted to watch that goddamn Nuggets game yesterday, and they're playing the 76ers. So it's the big Embiid Jokic
Oh,
matchup.
nobody was playing.
Nobody played.
They were, yeah.
Like Embiid didn't even play,
Uh,
and I'm just like, what is
but
it?
it was still a good game. Patrick Beverly went off.
It was still a good game, but that's not what I wanted to see. I don't want to see a good basketball game. I wanted to see Jokic, and I wanted to see verse Embiid. That's what I was hoping to watch. I'm sitting on my couch. I just get done watching Julius Randle separate his shoulder. The Knicks win. I just get done watching that. I'm like, oh yeah, we have this huge matchup coming up.
Points.
I run to FanDuel. I'm looking at the lines to see what I can get. I'm taking all the overs. I'm taking Jokic overs and Embiid overs.
You had it mixed up. You meant Randall didn't have 15.
No, Randall had his 15
even
in that
with
game.
His shoulder.
Yeah, he had like almost. I think he had 20 before his shoulder went out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he killed the 15 mark. Like early. That's why I'm just like, I just need 3 points from Bam. I got the whole fourth quarter. Bubkiss. I got nothing. I think he took like 5 shots the whole game, and I think that's because they got a new player in, and the dynamics just a little off right now.
Let me see if Terry Rowe he played already.
It just didn't seem right. Like Bam, wasn't even looking for a shot. Like sometimes they just feed him into post, or sometimes he'll take it.
He'd be in foul trouble or something.
It wasn't until they were down like 13 late in the fourth that I seen him make one good play. Like he actually got the ball, like at top of the key, goes right to the hole, and an easy layup. And it's just like, where's that been the whole game? Like why haven't they been giving you the ball? And it was because I think Duncan Robinson was shooting good from downtown.
He went 6 for 10. He only took 10 shots.
Yeah.
13 rebounds, 12 points.
In rebounds, he was over. I think his number was like 10 and a half or 11 and a half. So he kills rebounds every night. But if you go back and you look at what he's done his last however many games, 15, that is his lowest. His lowest score of the season, I think, is 15. It's like, 15, that's cake money. Give me that live. I can't believe you guys have this posted. I spit in your face, FanDuel. I got this. Wake up.
But Terry Rowe took 12 shots. He went 4 for 12.
Ouch. Yeah, so they're a little off right there because they made the trade, and so that throws shit off. Like, I got excited because they said the Suns are going to be bringing Bridges back, and I was like, oh wow.
Which one?
And then I read it harder, and it said Miles Bridges.
Ooh, from Charlotte.
Yeah, they said that they're very confident that they could work a deal to get Miles some Bridges, and I'm thinking to myself, you guys got the wrong Bridges, like.
He's better than.
I'd rather have McCall.
What's his name?
I'd rather have McCall jail.
No.
Yeah, put him in a jail. The sheriff, man, he locked you up defensively. Like going to McCall jail.
Know. He was last year. He was automatic for 20 plus.
He's good this year,
no
just about.
Way. He's on the
He's on the no-fly list.
Yeah,
he's on the no-fly zone. Can't get 20 out of McCall no more.
Hell no.
Dude, you can barely get
13.
Back to our buddy Josh.
9.
You can barely get 10 out of Giddy these days. I don't even think he averages 10.
Some night he
got a triple-double the other night, too.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
He's been getting like 18, 22.
I think it's because the charges been dropped. So brother's been a little, he's like, oh, I can play ball now. I don't have to worry about going to prison or some crazy shit no more.
Yeah. But Adam Silver did say the NBA is doing their own something, which was, I don't know. I thought they would just let it,
Well, they let him play the whole time.
I think
because
the
there was
NBA has to
do their own investigation.
Just to say,
they said that the parties involved, they couldn't get any proper information. Nobody wanted to help the Like the girl wouldn't help the police,
Hmm.
so it's a dead end. So it's like, well, if
I
you don't want
think
to
they
pursue
might have
it,
paid her a civil lump
I think
sum
the
of
girl
money.
knew that she was going to get in trouble for being in the club without an
Oh,
ID, a
well,
proper ID,
wouldn't the
camera.
club get shut? The club would
I'm
get
sure a lot of
the
people
club
probably,
would get shut down
yeah, for
too.
letting underage people in and drinking if it's
S-
21 and under or 21 up.
So the club and Getty might have, both parties might have sent her some money
So they probably were.
just to.
She probably, I'm saying the girl herself, she probably didn't want to say anything because she would have been in trouble herself. Just would have been in trouble if this thing like progressed and they actually started pulling up like video cameras and
Yeah,
footage. If it got like
the
that
club would
far into
lose the
shit,
liquor
they
license,
would see
all of that shit.
exactly. Club would be losing out, and then like she would be looking like, oh, what are you doing now? You're trying to like get money from this dude, like, and you're not even supposed to be here.
I
You're here
know,
illegally with a fake
right?
ID, which is punishable. Like you're not allowed to have an illegal ID.
She could say I know the club owner, but
No,
he probably's like,
no. Yeah, see, that's the same. So her best defense was to just be like, "Mum's the word." Some people come asking questions, like, I really can't help you. I don't know. Like, just don't say nothing. Like she was like, don't like. I'm sure like her parents, everybody. Like she got some lawyer that ended up lawyering up one of the Cosby girls. Like some other,
what?
yeah. Like I read something that one of the lawyer used for the girl in the Josh Giddey case, her parents got was this one of the lawyers that defended one of the girls who filed a
Oh,
suit against Bill
oh
Cosby. Like one
shit!
thing, it's like, whoa, all right, well, you start bringing that kind of like
Damn,
firepower in here, and then that lawyer was probably like, well, your daughter wasn't supposed to be there in the
I
first place. Your
know.
daughter's going to get a lot of legal repercussions if we pursue this any farther. And their parents are probably like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Yeah, don't say anything, honey. You like sleeping in your own bed? You like, you
Ooh.
want to have a life? Like, I would just like, well, just hope to sweep this under the rug. Like, and it has. It kind of just went away, right? Like,
Do you think any money exchange was involved?
I mean, there's always that hint of having a little money exchange.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Vince McMahon. It's all about the whole
Oh,
Vince
what's
McMahon.
going on with
Oh,
him?
yeah, well, Vince is
All his old videos are popping up.
well, yeah, there's because now those videos look terrible. They look so bad.
What?
Because you got to think
He
the
was just a.
WWE back in the day, they were selling like they're almost like a Cinemax movie like every Monday night. Like they would take it as far as they could go without having like any nudity essentially on Monday Night Raw, and they would do some really crazy shit on some things. Like one episode, I think it was like Val Venus like pretended to have his dick chopped off by a samurai sword. Like that's a crazy shit they were doing back then. They couldn't get away with any of that stuff like that they were putting on TV back then.
No
There
way.
was one episode of Vince made Trish Stratus bark like a dog on all fours in the
Dang.
ring. Like, how degrading is that? Like, you think women's rights and shit would let this, even if it's fake and
I
pre-written and scripted, do
know.
you think they would let it go on
Not now.
television,
Not
like in front of
nowadays.
children, like young girls that are watching like the show? But no, so all. So the article I read,
They said some wild shit like trafficking.
I don't know anything about.
He's
Well,
he's
they're talking
80
about.
years
They're
old.
talking not like trafficking in the sense that you're talking about, like trafficking, like he was like almost like prostituting the girl that he was like fucking with to other people that worked there. So he was like trafficking her around like as like his like thing that like he was.
What, like in the
Yeah, he was
90s?
like blackballing her.
Recently?
Like he was used. I guess he had some videos or some pictures and said, your career would be over if you don't like hang out with my buddy over here. And so now there's another guy who I think like John Laurinaitis, who's a big head up guy. Like he had to step away too because he's in that lawsuit as one of the people that like Vince told the girl that she had to like have sex with. And so yeah, there's a lot of shit that came out. And he was paying the girl like hush money, and I don't know. The story gets like there's so many parts to it, but I think like the only reason like some of this came out was because he stopped paying the hush money, and like he said that, well, I'll give you X amount of millions of dollars or $1 million on this date going forward, and just don't say nothing. And so he made the first payment, and then like this next time came around and no payment, and then so like now like she wasn't getting no payment, and then he had all this on her and was still making her do like all the stuff that like he had, was doing to her. Yeah, it's bad. And so then this is all coming out right when they merge with UFC.
Oh No.
Right. So now,
So who takes over?
so here you go.
His
So
son?
you don't really even follow wrestling that much, right? So
I
like not as much as I
haven't.
do. So
Right.
back in the day, but you probably remember the old Slim Jim commercials, right?
Yeah.
The Macho Man
Of,
snap into a Slim Jim. You,
of
you remember those
course.
commercials? Right.
Yeah.
So Slim Jim was one of WWE's like first big corporate sponsors that they got. The Monday Night Raw used to be plastered with Slim Jim shit, like all over the production like floor with Slim Jim. And so like when all this shit comes out about Vince McMahon, now Slim Jim is still there. Slim Jim said, "We're gonna pause our our deal with you guys, so until Vince is gone, because like this is like too much now. So and we're not gonna be part of the WWE anymore. We're gonna yank our sponsorship if Vince is still any faction part of this company." And so within like a couple of days, Vince, it's now all Vince stepped down. He's no longer part. So Vince has like nothing to do. Now get this. So here's how it gets all tricky is because yeah, Vince McMahon has stepped down. His kids did.
Right.
His fucking kids did. His wife didn't. Unless his wife stepped down a while ago. I don't know. His wife used to be part of like the board of directors and shit like that too. But his kids are still heavily involved. Shane and
Okay.
Stephanie McMahon, they're still heavily involved in all the fucking backstage finances, all that fucking shit,
Right.
dude. It's their company. It's in their blood. If Vince wants something done, even though he's stepped down, all he's got to do is put a bug in his kid's ear. Yeah, I want you to do this tonight on Raw. I want you to do that tonight. You know what? You really need to get rid of that guy. You know, you will
Some
do it.
like Jerry Jones shit.
Right. He'd be playing
He's-
Puppet Master from a
Of
freaking,
course. Okay.
way out of the picture. Yeah,
Which might be more control. The
Right.
good point.
So like so Vince is just like,
this
yeah,
is just a PR move. Like,
yeah. So Vince, even though, oh yeah, well I'll step down.
So
I'm
all
out.
the
I'm out, guys.
businesses
So
can-
then come back, give him to pump that money
Oh.
back in, right? So we watched the Royal Rumble last night.
Oh yeah.
And-
How was that?
well, so what
You were
it-
watching NBA or?
I was watching everything, man.
What the
We watch
fuck?
everything around here. You,
Good,
you,
just
you,
watch
you can watch NBA, flip back and forth. We got WWE. You gotta watch the Rumble, man. Rumble's fun. I don't even watch
Nice.
WWE all the time anymore, but it's like the
What
Rumble. You
was
gotta
the-
watch the Rumble.
What was the storyline for the Rumble?
Oh, what was the storyline for? Oh, they had a four-way match with Randy Orton and LA Knight, Roman Reigns, and AJ Styles. So which is pretty good. But you knew Roman Reigns wasn't going to lose the title because like the next big pay-per-view coming up, WrestleMania is like a month away.
Oh,
So that's
sure.
that's the Super Bowl for wrestling. You know, the
Yeah.
WrestleMania is coming up,
Oh,
and Roman
okay.
Reigns has been champ literally for like 5 years straight. He hasn't lost, and they put it up. He's been champ.
Can you bet on this shit? FanDuel?
Certain European websites they'll let you bet on it, but you
Yeah.
won't get good odds. FanDuel won't do shit. I think DraftKings you can actually do some like crazy prop bets every now and again on the Royal Rumble, but they're things like will so and so bleed or will a chair be
Oh.
used in a match.
Yeah,
So they're asking like
yeah.
it's not like is so and so going to beat so and so because those are real easy because if you know the storyline like you know
Yeah.
who's going to have to win, who's going to have to lose. So like knowing the storyline and knowing that Roman like they're already pre-building Roman Reigns versus The Rock for WrestleMania. Like that's what they're already like pre-building, right? So you know Roman Reigns ain't gonna lose the belt at Royal Rumble because
So
he's got to
gonna
be the
beat
champ to
Rock?
face The Rock at WrestleMania.
Okay.
You see what I'm
oh,
saying?
yeah,
Like that's the
yeah,
storyline. The storyline is Roman Reigns has been champ for 1,350 days or something like that. Dude, I'm no shit. Like 5 years straight. Like literally, not even joking. 5 years this guy has been fucking champ. It's unreal. And so he has to be champ. So you knew he wasn't going to lose that belt.
Right.
And then WrestleMania, it's almost February 1st. WrestleMania is literally in April. Like, so I mean, like they may have one more small pay-per-view before then, but there's no way like they're gonna build Rock versus Roman for the main event of WrestleMania. And then the guy, then Cody Rhodes won the Rumble for like the second year in a row. We can't stand Cody Rhodes, but that's a whole other freaking story. So Cody wins, but now the thing is, now Cody wrestled
He
Roman
couldn't-
Reigns last year at Royal Rumble or at WrestleMania. That was the main event last year. Was,
So don't they gotta fight again to
Well-
face the Rock?
well, they got two.
And the winner
They got
faces-
two champs because they got SmackDown and they got Raw. So they try and make it like they're two different shows. So they got two
Okay.
different champs. So like there's two belts, and there's two nights of WrestleMania. So you got to have two main event. You know what I mean? You got to have two of everything. Because that means more money, man. WrestleMania used to be
time.
1 day. Now it's 2 days. It's 2 days. Like 6 hours each day. Like that's a whole shift, man. Like it takes me like a week to watch WrestleMania at the house because it's so fucking long. I mean, it's great, but like I have to fast forward through some of the entrances, like some of the downtime. I mean, like, come on, like that's
Holy
insane.
shit.
How much money are they making? Like,
Big
we
time.
looked at how much, just out of curiosity, we were like, how much are WrestleMania tickets? Not even like front row, but like kind of like 10 rows back from the front, somewhere on the floor, halfway decent. You're on the floor. You're not up in the balconies or nothing like that. You're looking at like $7,000 for WrestleMania tickets, man. 7 grand. People can't afford freaking cereal at Walmart, but they'll pony up 7 grand to go watch a couple of guys in their underwear beat each other up. It's crazy. But it will be entertaining as all hell. It'll be wonderful. It'll be
Definitely. Oh,
great.
yeah.
7 grand to go to WrestleMania.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, Cody Rhodes won on the men's side. Who won on the women's side again? Oh yeah, Bailey won. She's been there for a while. I think that was kind of like she'd been with the company for a long time, sort of a thing, and she got hurt like the last 5 years. Like, so she really couldn't be part of any major storylines, even though she's been with the company for such a long time. Finally, she's healthy, so they kind of were like, "All right, we're gonna make you the women's main event at WrestleMania." So they kind of like she won the Royal Rumble. That's my belief anyway. It could be totally fucking wrong. What the fuck do I know, man?
You don't think she should have won?
No,
Bailey?
actually, the women's rumble was actually more. They had more surprises, I should say, in the ladies' Royal Rumble than they did in the men's. Usually, Royal Rumble's noted for like having a couple of surprise entrances, or a mystery guy, or a Hall of Fame guy that's coming back, or somebody who's just doing like a one-off, who's gonna make a one-time appearance. Like they do crazy shit for the Rumble. That's why you gotta watch the Rumble. You don't know what they're gonna fucking do. You don't know who's coming back. You don't know. You know it could be anybody.
Wasn't George Kittle in
Dude,
one of
before so they got this guy R-Truth. He is the whole show right now. He's the best. Like, and he's not even like he's a good wrestler, but he's not like a main eventer. He's this guy's strictly comedy act. He is the whole programming right now. His merchandise is selling top merchandise just because he is so fucking hilarious. Like this guy, right? So he is like he's playing like this guy who's just completely delusional. Like he doesn't even know what he's fucking talking about half the time. So like last night they got a men's and a women's Royal Rumble, right? So the show SmackDown Friday night, people are drawing their number what they're going to be in the Royal Rumble, right? So our Truth goes in, he pulls out his number and he looks at it. He goes, "All right, all right." And so then he talks to like the GM of SmackDown, who is Nick Aldis, and he has hair, and he calls him Adam Pierce, who's the GM of Monday Night Raw, and is bald. And he says to Nick Aldis, he's like, he's like, "All right, I got my number, and I want to thank you, Mr. Pierce, and I want to say that hair is growing in quite quick, and there's a lot of bounty to it. All right, you have a nice night." And then he like takes off stage. So last night in the Rumble, it's the women's Rumble. The entrant number was 24. They do 30 guys, so they count them down. One comes out, two comes out, three comes out. So number 24 came out. This girl, number 24, comes out. So she gets halfway down the ramp, like the entrance way to the ring. All of a sudden, R-Truth busts out through the back. Right, he comes on a full sprint down to the ring because it's number 20. He's got number 24, but in the men's Rumble. But he comes down during the ladies' Rumble. So he comes down at number 24 during the ladies' Rumble and goes right in the ring. And he starts looking around like, what is all this? Like, because he's like, why is there a lot of women here? And like, literally, like, they had to fish him out of the ring because, like, he's like, "Oh, you're not part of this Rumble. You're part of the men's Rumble." And so he's like, "Oh."
Wait, what were the announcers saying?
The announcers were like, "What is going on with R-Truth right now?" They were like yucking it up. They're like, "This guy is completely delusional, right? He has no idea what he's doing." So, and everybody's cracking up, right? He's got this huge pop from the crowd because he's so funny. And so finally they usher him out of the ladies' Rumble and whatnot. He goes all the way to the back, right? So now you're thinking like, all right, he came out at 24 in the ladies' Rumble. Like, and he thought he was in, oh shit, I'm in the wrong Rumble. So now you know he's got to be coming out as 24 in the men's Rumble, right? So you sit there and you go like, I can't wait till Truth comes out at 24. Finally it hits. 24. Truth comes running out to the ring, right? Now it's a Royal Rumble. You come in, you enter the ring, and everybody's in the ring. You get thrown over the top ring. R-Truth comes out and acts like it's a tag match. He comes out, he's on the outside of the ring apron, and he's putting his hand over the rope, like, to his partner in the Judgment Day, like Dominic Mysterio, who's supposed to be part of his group. He's literally in a chokehold, Dominic Mysterio, right? R-Truth can go right in and punch the other guy, right?
Oh,
he's on the outside, like, "Tag me in, dog! Tag me in!" And like everybody's like dying laughing, like, because the announcers are going, "Well, R-Truth apparently thinks this is a tag team match." And so like he's not entering the ring, and he's waiting for the tag, and like he won't go in and help Dominic because he's waiting for the tag to go into the fucking ring. Dude, it was priceless. Finally, like Dominic escapes and he jumps over and do what's called the hot tag. So he hits the tag, and R-Truth finally enters the ring with the tag.
Oh.
Dude, it was great. I mean, he was only in the ring for maybe like 5-10 minutes after that. But the fact that like that was the whole show for me. Like when he came, dude, I died. Me and Alex, we died when we were watching that. When he came out and acted like it was a tag match, I was like, that's it, man. I was like, that's it. Like there's a video online where it's like 8 minutes of R-Truth just being a national treasure, and it's just him coming out, just staying just off the wall like shit. Like one time they had a Money in the Bank, or the WWE does this thing, Money in the Bank ladder match. So like they have to put the ladder up and they have to take a briefcase from the top, right? They have to climb a ladder, right? So like R-Truth is in this pay per view with a lot of guys, and so like it's not a ladder match, and so R-Truth just comes out and he gets into the match, and he goes under the ring. He pulls out. First thing he does, he pulls the ladder out. He runs into the ring. He opens the ladder up. He climbs all the way up to the top of the ladder, and now he's just looking around, all crazy, like, "Where's the briefcase?" It's not a ladder match. Like he just did this because he's playing a crazy person. so, so he literally, so literally, there's a video of him like narrating what happened like during that, and he's like, "You see, he's like, they told me I'm in a match." He's like, and they said there's a lot of guys in it. Something the only match that there's a lot of guys in it is a ladder match, Money in the Bank ladder match. So he's like, I gotta go, I go out there. The first thing I do is grab a ladder match. He's like, I climb the ladder. There's no briefcase. There's no nothing. I guess it's not a ladder match. And so then Kane, the big red machine, this big huge guy, so he comes over. He just takes him and dumps him out of the ring. And so I guess Kane says to him like in the ring, like when they can hear each other, he just just says it's not a ladder match. And he goes, go to the back. He just threw him out of the ring. Goes, go to the back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but R-Truth is that whole show, dude. I mean, if you're gonna watch Monday Night Raw, like just wait for the few like couple like 30-second clips that R-Truth is in, because he's not even like a main like character. And the thing is, like, he's gotten so over with the fans. His T-shirt is like #1 on their merch seller right now. So like literally since like his T-shirt is #1, like a couple weeks ago, they actually were like playing around with that on Monday Night Raw, and like they cut to him. He's like got fists of cash just everywhere, right? And they're like, he's going to like his group that he thinks he's in. Like he's not part of it, but he thinks he's in the group. So he's going to all the members, thinks like they're his best friends, and he's just stuffing money in their pockets. He's like, here, dog, here's your cut. And he's like, my cut of what? He's your cut of the merch, dog. Merch selling good. And so he's just giving everybody money because like in reality, his shirt is actually selling like top line merch right now because he's so over with everybody because he's so fucking hilarious right now. He's fucking great, dude. Yeah, and then like literally like in the middle of the ring like that same night, he's got like cash just coming out of his pockets and shit. He's stuffing it in everybody's pockets. And then like there's one guy who's in that group that Truth doesn't think is in the group. And so like the guy's like, "Yo, where's my cut?" And he goes, "I'm sorry, dog. You gotta be in the Judgment Day in order to get a cut." He's like, "I am in the Judgment." And the other crazy ass funny thing he's been doing. Yeah, go ahead. The other crazy ass thing he's doing is so there's a wrestler, Dominic Mysterio, right? He keeps referring to him as it's two people. So he keeps calling them Tom and Nick Mysterio when it's Dominic.
One person?
Yeah, it's Dominic, one person. And he keeps saying, "Yeah, I'm hanging out with them Mysterio boys." And everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, Tom and Nick. And he's like, "I met Tom, but I still can't find Nick." Oh god, dude, I'm telling you, like the shit that he's been coming up with the last like month is just gold. I don't care if it's written form or whatnot, but the dude, he needs to be given a title. Like it's just something. But yeah, R-Truth is freaking gold right now on WWE programming. But we got the NFL today.
Yeah.
We got to get into this NFL. We got the 3:30 kickoff today. We got the Chiefs and the Ravens. Now, are you buying all these people saying that it's gonna be Niners Ravens with the logo color, cakes being made?
I can see it.
I mean, like
you got MVP Lamar.
You think
Oh,
the Kansas City Chiefs?
Harbaugh. I think something with the Harbaughs in 2024 it could be a thing too.
Oh well, Jim already signed.
Yeah,
Jim,
I mean, just winning.
you mean like against each other? Oh, so that the script you mean for next year? Ravens Chargers.
Yeah,
That would be a good playoff game.
yeah.
Because they would bill it as Harbaugh versus Harbaugh, because
Hmm.
that was what the script would have to say. It would have to say Harbaugh
Right.
versus Harbaugh. It would be like Chargers Ravens. They
Mm,
got no, that'd be a great matchup. Let's make sure we get this one in the in the final script for the season next year.
for sure.
The minute he signed it, they started putting that one in for next year. Oh
Plus,
shit! He said,
plus.
"Hey, sorry guys, I'll get the editing team on the phone here. We're gonna have to put this in here for chapter 6. We're gonna have the Harbaugh versus Harbaugh." He said, "But we don't." Oh shit! So we're gonna want to play during the regular season too. Yes, we are gonna want them to play during the regular season. How many times can we make that
Oh
happen?
yeah, absolutely.
They're like, well, they don't play in the same division, so
Right,
I guess
right.
we can do once during the regular season. That's great. And then make sure it
Chris,
lines up again in the
Christmas,
playoffs.
Christmas.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Of course it's Christmas. The brotherly game on Christmas, dude. You know they did that on purpose. Family, Christmas, the brothers. Like
Oh
get
yeah.
the fuck.
There'll probably be a movie, The Step Brothers 2.
Yeah. What else would they be promoting then too?
And they'll have what's the Chargers quarterback's name?
Herbert, Justin
Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah, he'll be in a commercial
Yeah,
with them.
they'll be filming Elf 2 with Will Ferrell. So like he'll be right down there. It's in L.A. like Los Angeles. Is that what the Chargers are? Are they L.A.
Yeah.
still? Yeah, so it'll be the Chargers and is it? Yeah,
Ravens.
yeah, Chargers Ravens. Wow.
But as far as this game, I mean, I'd consider Lamar Jackson the MVP of the season.
You got to go with Lamar for a touchdown in this game, right? Like anytime
Running
touchdown.
in, oh, definitely passing.
You definitely got to give him for
I'm
passing
surprised he
touchdown.
had 2 last game because he had 0 the last 9 games rushing.
Get some touchdown odds up here. So here's what we got for touchdown odds right now. Anytime, first and last. We're here. So I
I never
can't
do
play these.
last.
I can't play these touchdown bets. This is like a
No?
total crapshoot, man.
Oh shoot!
These touchdown bets. I mean,
I'd
like,
say
and then the ones where you feel like you're really good about it, like you're not even getting good odds. Like at least these are all plus money today.
hmm
But McCaffrey was minus 500 the other day for a
probably
touchdown,
probably still is.
and it's just like, are you shitting me?
Do 2. They'll get 2, and
No, wait, no, because they want you to do 2. Like, and it's like, dude, 1 is hard enough. Like, fuck you, 2. I need to get 2 touchdowns. We're gonna give you McCaffrey at minus 500, but that's because we need to do 2.
I missed out on that one Rivers ticket. Over 2 touchdowns. I had 2 for King Henry, and I needed 2 for somebody else.
That's
I had
right.
1.
Was that for like 800, 900 bucks, something like that?
Grand, like
a grand?
3,200.
Oh, that's right, 3,200.
35,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
38 might have been.
Fucking touchdowns, dude. They're hard enough to do during regular season. They're even harder to do in the playoffs to get a fucking touchdown. Everybody's honed in harder. Picking a touchdown in the playoffs, I feel like if I was gonna hit my whole ticket, I'm always gonna lose the touchdown prop. Always.
I'd say Isaiah Pacheco.
But then if you're playing with the script, like, so all right, so the script says Ravens are gonna win. So what did Lamar had 2 rushing and 2 passing touchdowns last week, did he?
I know he had 2 rushing.
I'm pretty sure he had 2 of each.
Wow.
Yeah. He was awesome last week. And the thing is, I lost a ticket on a touchdown bet. Stephon Diggs.
Oh,
that motherfucker. He's terrible. Anytime. Dude, I had a $280 winner. I needed a Stephon Diggs anytime touchdown. Dude, I had a touchdown in 5 weeks. I get it. It's the fucking playoffs. Like, if you're an all-star, all-pro, season on the line, you gotta get a score, man. If you're that,
Except
if you're
for Mike
the
Evans,
guy,
you would have thought Mike Evans would have.
Travis Kelce's the guy. He got his, right? Like, why wasn't Stephon Diggs the guy? Like, he's not the guy. I bet you if like Justin Jefferson ever can make the fucking playoffs, like he'll make sure he scores.
Yeah.
Like Amon St. Brown, he got his touchdown.
Yeah, Gibbs.
But now you got to think like if Kelsey's retiring, well, this is Kelsey's last game.
Potentially,
Could be his last game. You tell me he's not going to get a touchdown in possibly his last game, one of the best tight ends in the history of the league? Like the script, you're going to write him off without a touchdown?
Taylor there, yeah.
Taylor in attendance. I hope they put her like.
Did you see her crew dancing last time?
Yeah, I hope they put the whole Kelsey Mahomes family. I hope they put them up in like the goddamn up in the lights. Like that's how far they have to sit. Like no, sorry, here's the nosebleeds. No. We put a special section actually way up here just for friends and family of the other team. Like especially you, Miss Swift. We're gonna put you up here just so that you can be isolated every time the camera wants to pan over every freaking 11 times a second. Like, cause anytime Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Oh, Travis Kelce incomplete. Taylor Swift in the stands. It's like Travis Kelce, hell of a block. Taylor Swift up in the stands. Like Jason Kelce has his shirt off. Taylor Swift's right next to him. What's going on? Oh my God! I can't do it. I can't fucking do it, man. Like,
I know.
The NFL is just loving it. It's it's like when two TV shows like merge together. They're like, holy shit! Like The Simpsons and the Family Guy are together in one episode. Like we got Taylor Swift and the NFL together. Whoa! For real. And the NFL's like, we're getting Taylor Swift views, and we don't even have to pay her to play halftime. Wow. Like we don't have to do shit. Just keep panning up to her. You know they're saying that. It's like anytime you guys pan up to her, that makes like the what are they called? The Taylorites? What they're called? Something or like group
the
Swifties. Fucking Taylorites. Come on. You know, every time like they get a video clip of her, like they're sitting there at their computer, laptop, TikTok, whatever it is. Record, and they're recording that like little 3-second clip. Oh yeah. And they're like probably waiting for the next time they show it. Whoop! Now I got another 3. Now I got another 3. Oh, they're done. I got 40 minutes of Taylor Swift clips. It's like being at a concert.
For real. And then upload that. The more views they get, YouTube might pay them and shit.
Or you like film yourself recording her. Like that's just like I'm just getting a free Taylor Swift concert every time here. Oh no, she doesn't sing in this one. This is like her new movie. This is like a Hallmark movie. The only thing I can figure, the only thing the perfect ending to this is all right. So Travis, now isn't it just like this just popped in my head here. So Kelsey's retiring the same year he starts dating Taylor Swift. Why did they wait till the fucking playoffs?
He publicly said
I could have sworn I seen it. He said it and his brother said it. Wow, I could be just spitting lies out here.
Well, no, I know.
Well, let's say I'm not spitting. Let's say I'm not spitting out lies here. Say it is true. Say his brother did. Jason's retired. He's done. That's why he's got no shirt on at the Chiefs game. He's like, I can do whatever the fuck I want now. I can drink 1,000 beers. And nobody can say shit because I don't have to keep in shape to do shit to do anywhere. So he's just like, I'm retired. So maybe Travis saw it. It's just like, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm dating this girl who probably makes way the fuck more money than I ever dreamed of making. Damn. Like Travis Kelce makes NFL rich money. Taylor Swift makes that like celebrity.
Is she a billionaire?
She might as well be. She's like, is she like queen of the lizard people too? Like she's got her like. You can't talk bad about her. I'll probably like be dead tomorrow morning because I said all this shit like on the microphone. Like she's gonna come fucking
No, don't say that.
Yeah, not gonna win. That doesn't need to happen either. Lizard people. There's no way. But she makes. Well, I like that. There's no way. Travis Kelce makes anywhere near the kind of money that Taylor Swift makes.
Yeah, I want to say she became a billionaire recently around Rihanna time.
Kelsey's contract, I don't even know what it is, but it's got to be upwards of 120 million, whatever, however many years.
He's probably worth a couple $100 million.
So, all right, so he's worth a couple $100 million. She's got to be worth $1 billion, close to it. Like her people are like killing each other to get tickets to her shows.
Her shows are like
sold out.
Of dollars.
Yeah, her shows are sold out. Her shows are sold and then resold, and they keep making like you know what I mean. People buy her tickets to sell her tickets. Like,
just like cars.
Just like cards, man. Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
that's like a whole business. She's one of the
Imagine if you had 2 Taylor Swift tickets. How much
that'd be worth more than this whole desk of cards. I bet I don't have half the boxes open, but I'm just saying on the face value, 2 Taylor Swift tickets are probably worth more than this whole stack of unopened box cards.
So
here.
you're saying there's people, as soon as she announces her U.S. tour, there's people buying up each state tickets way before like pre-sale type shit,
Oh yeah,
and then
so
just reselling
as
them.
soon as they can get a site to sell them a ticket, they're
Taking
gonna buy out however many they're allowed to. And now you got to think, okay, because they always do this bullshit where like you're only allowed X amount of tickets per
Oh
account. So now they
yeah.
got 30 different accounts buying the maximum amount of tickets, and now you got artificial intelligence that can do all this shit for you now. So now they can just like, oh,
Boy, you can just say buy at Taylor Swift tickets in every state.
yes, you
Stop
can do
with
all
the credit
this. You can do
card.
all this
Come
now. I'm telling you, man. There's like hardly anything you can't do anymore. It's insane. Yeah, they've unleashed the fucking beast with AI, and they have no like regulations yet on it. It's insane. I don't understand. I'm telling you right now. You've heard it right here on January 28th at 12:27 p.m. that AI is in the world right now,
I
and
know.
it's insane. And people just don't want to people just don't understand how insane that fucking is right now because nobody's
Right.
used it for something crazy.
I
Like
know.
right now, like everybody's stuck on TikTok and YouTube and all this shit. They watch all these fucking videos. 99% of them are all done with AI. Like people are. Like, I showed you the thing where there was a fake model that was generated and made by AI. Somebody,
Wait, who? What? Which
somebody
one?
created a fake like AI, like so they had AI be like, create me an image of a supermodel,
Okay.
and so now it makes you a real, gives you a real photo. It's just of a generated, so it's nobody's picture. It's just an AI generated
Did
picture
it
of a
look
person.
real though?
Yes, looks very real. Looks real. It's a real
Oh.
person. Generate. Here's an image. Boom, I'm gonna generate you a real image. Okay. So now they take that image and now they can make fake videos and little clips with that fake image. So now they have a fake like person like through like this artificial intelligence, this
And
video.
some people
And
could
so
think it's
and so
real,
people do.
like
And
sending
people don't know
money
the
and shit.
difference. And so now what they're doing is
That's probably what happened to
what I'm fucking
Torres.
telling you is
He
like
was
so
paying
now
some
they're
chick.
making Instagram pages and like all these whatever they call them influencer type media things,
Yeah.
and they're AI. They're not even a real person, and they're program. And then you're like they've got 500,000 followers, 200,000 followers, and
Wow.
it's not even
That
a real
shit's insane.
person. And
Yeah.
whoever created that like site or that profile using AI, they're the ones that are getting the money.
Oh,
You know, and
okay.
it could be like 3 or 4 guys that have figured out how to really do this shit. That I can barely like you see what I do. You saw what I did with this shit. I did that learning that in like 8 minutes the other day on the fucking computer using AI, dude. It was free, and that's a lot of
Oh,
just drag and drop shit.
right.
That's about as
That's
far as
pretty
I can
good.
go at 41 years old. Is drag and drop. Like I can't be reprogrammed. I'm not writing computer code.
That's
What are these guys who
that's
have
what the
done
apps are
nothing
doing.
but been with computers
I
their whole
know.
lives? They have written the
They're
codes.
getting
They know the ins and
outdated.
the fucking outs. Like they understand what they can fucking use that AI for now, man. Like
Oh, doing
the,
deeper
that's what I'm
shit,
saying. That's
like
some fucking
beyond the fucking
yes. Like
cartoon
thinking
cover.
way
Oh,
outside the
okay,
fucking
okay,
box, man.
okay.
Like if they're creating fake people, like all right, there's only one more step to go. Now we're an actual physical fake like person that's just programmed. That's like a called a fucking robot. We're getting into a whole separate thing here from Lamar
So
Jackson, man.
I
We're
know.
going down a rabbit hole real fucking quick.
So people can create their own staff one by one
They can. You mean like
through AI.
yeah?
Like
You mean like yeah? You
they
can
can
teach some
program.
yeah. You can program a website to buy things for you right now.
So say you have
People are currently doing that. They have like yeah.
what?
People have like automatic accounts built
Yes,
up.
accountants.
Right.
Like you can
Not
make an
account.
AI accountant.
No, not accountants. I'm saying like when you're purchasing shit online, you can have multiple like AI accounts. You can have
Oh,
so you
okay,
can like I
okay.
said like when cards come out, they can have the AI
Oh
automatically
yeah,
buy.
the bots.
Yeah, right. The
Right,
bots, like
those right.
that's
They've been out
AI.
for a
You know,
minute.
bots.
Okay,
That's AI.
okay,
That's a
good
form
point.
of fucking AI right there.
Right,
Those bots that are buying shit, you're
yeah,
telling them when to buy, how it comes in.
right.
You know what I mean?
One of my
That's just one little use for it. This guy I worked with at my last job. I won't say what the job was, but anyway, so this guy's a Hispanic guy. You know, nothing wrong with that. He's fucking guy's awesome at his job. Right now, I work. So
Right.
he can't write an email because like of the cultural difference. Like so his
He
like
can't even.
well no, he can type up an email, but it's conveying the message. So like his understanding, the way he would say it and type it, like he has the trouble making that connection, and he wants to sound professional at the same time too because he has a
Oh,
management
there's
position.
an app for that dumb shit
So
now.
now he
You
just
just
uses.
speak into
Well,
it,
they have
and
that,
it
but
says, "No,
what he does is
I'd like to take my lunch at 12:30." Right.
that's.
Oh
But
yeah.
what he does is like he types up an email, what he wants to say, right? Then he highlights the whole fucking thing, puts it into Chat GPT, and then so now he's got what he just typed. And then he says he tells it like it's a person. Chat
Yeah.
GPT. I want you to make this sound more professional.
Oh, okay.
Enter. 2 seconds later, boop.
Wow.
It has the same message, but now it's got it like almost like a doctor fucking wrote it. And so now he'll like tune it out, and he'll be like a little less formal.
Okay.
And so he can tweak it to the AI and tell it like how to write it, what kind of tone to use, and whatnot. And
That's
then once he
huge.
gets it right, he doesn't have to worry about himself looking like embarrassed, sending up upper level management, the owner of the big people in the corporation we work at. Like he's got to send an email. He doesn't want to look like an idiot who can't write a professional email. He wants to come out like looking like he knows what he's talking about.
All right.
When really like he literally can't do that. So he uses Chat GPT to make it sound like. And so then, so this no shit. So he sends the fucking email out. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I use Chat GPT everything. He's like, you do it too. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I never thought to use it like that. But that's good. Thanks for showing me that. And like literally a week later, the president of the company comes down into like our dispatch area, and like she says, the guy's name's Alvarez. She's like, I love getting Alvarez's emails. She's like, I love reading your emails. She's like, they're so thorough and concise, and it's like, oh, they're right on. She's like, I just love reading your emails. And then like she walks out, and this motherfucker, he just gives me the old wink, and he's like, I told you. I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, all right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna use your cheat code too now. But I'm just figuring this out. People are using like this shit. Like I'm just using it to write emails and fucking work. You can have it do other shit too. Like if you're a manager, you can tell ChatGPT to write you a schedule for the people that work for you. Be like, all right, you put all your guys, the hours you want them to work, and then tell them, all right, I need you to give Sam, Ted, and Bob 40 hours between Monday through Friday. Make sure they get a half-hour break each day. They work 7:30 to blah blah blah. Make sure you space the breaks out, an hour apart from one another. Da, 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 da.
Wait, to do the spreadsheet shit?
Yeah. You just give ChatGPT all the info that you want to do.
Like the dates.
Yeah, that's it. You tell
right.
you and you talk to it like it's a person. You say, you give it the information, tell him what you want it to do with it, and it goes to a certain point, but it will do whatever you tell it to do. I mean, it can't spit you out the lottery tickets.
Right.
It can't do anything cool like that.
But still, no.
But it can like help you professionally, big fucking time. Nobody needs to go to college anymore. That's for goddamn sure. What do you need to go to college for? You got ChatGPT to write all your fucking emails. I seen a guy literally doing an online interview, like a video call interview, and so like he's got the video calls up, the box is on the screen, and then next to the screen, he literally has ChatGPT recording the fucking conversations. So that way, like ChatGPT, anytime a question is asked, is answering from the interviewer. So the interviewer asks the interviewee a question like, "How would you blah 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 change this or make this better?" ChatGPT already fucking did it, already answered the question, and then has a nice long like paragraphed answers like, well, I would first take the blah 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 report, and I would take the budget from that, and it makes it bang just like that, instantaneous. Like the guy didn't have to think about it, and he gave him like a world class answer. He's like, wow, I won't get an answer like that from hardly anybody else on the interview. It's because the guy's using ChatGPT to answer the fucking questions.
Live?
Right, live on the spot, like during the fucking interview, because it's online. It's like a video interview online, like what do they call Teams? Like a Teams interview.
Oh.
So like they can't see your screen.
So what's he got? Oh, he's looking.
He's literally got it split screen. So he's got his Teams, and then on split screen on the other screen, the same fucking computer, he's got chat running, and the chat is literally acting like a person listening to the fucking what's being asked, and it's literally like word for word, like, all right, this is what's, and it's a question, and then like, yeah, I want you to answer that question. I'm telling you, man, they've only scratched the fucking surface of this shit, and then people are using it to do sporting events too. Like they're trying. Oh, I'll pick the winner of this game.
Predict.
And so so it will like try and give you who the better bet is. Say like, well, based on the calculations of the weather and this and that, the Ravens have the better shot of winning the football game today. Whether that's true or not, you don't know.
There's a good app for that. I forget what it's called.
But
track something.
But AI is crazy, and pretty soon, I'm telling you, It's insane to think what they can do with it. But they're not predicting the fucking game today because that was already predicted. And the winner is going to be the Ravens and the 49ers. So do you bet?
It's gonna be tough.
Do you bet the Ravens and 49ers? You just parlay that together, the two of them? It's already been done. It's already booked. Book and Dano fucking murder one. It's already done.
It wouldn't hurt to throw 10 on that.
So like you get that going. What do we got here? We got and then 7.5. Oh man.
49ers aren't.
The Niners defense hasn't. It's good, but it hasn't been like
clicking.
It hasn't been like unstoppable like they were at the like first half of the season. Like the first half of the season, Niners defense was a little scary. Yeah, I mean like
7.5 is high.
That's 2 scores. And they got them. See, they don't want you to win anything on this. They got them at minus 360. They got the Niners at minus 360 on the money line in this fucking game today. Oh my god, why? Why? At least, wow, you can't win no money on this. Look at this shit. Minus 370 Niners. Everybody, they're begging you.
See, I always thought when they showed those colors, it looked more like Baltimore and blue, like Detroit.
Well, see, that's different. Now, that's the thing, too. Like, people would pay money to see this Super Bowl. I don't think people want to see the fucking Lions in the Super Bowl. Outside of people from Detroit.
Just from the storyline on Jared Goff.
Like, there's nothing in the script that says anything about the Detroit Lions.
That's the NFL's flip.
Although Jared Goff, he's been in the big game.
He hasn't won yet.
He's been near the big game.
Yeah. And they've been pushing him big time.
I wouldn't even if you told me at the beginning of the year Brock Purdy and Jared Goff would be the NFC. I was arguing with you earlier here until quarterbacks in the league is just shit nowadays compared to what it used to be. Like that's a whole like 5-hour discussion there. It's absolutely.
I mean, some of them are good.
They got
it's a new breed.
It's a giant drop off from like your say if you do a top 10 quarterbacks from 10 to 11 is a giant drop off. Somewhere there's your handful of superstar quarterbacks, and then there's the rest. Then there's your Derek Carrs. I mean, and you got a lot of rookie quarterbacks too. Like how many rookie quarterbacks were there this year? You got freaking Will Levis, Bryce Young. I mean, CJ's gonna be good, but he's still rookie.
Yeah, CJ's gonna be he already is good.
CJ will be good for him in the league for a long time.
So your top 10 quarterbacks, you got Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Dak, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Flacco, Purdy, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, none of those.
Tua, Lamar. Lamar should be way up
there. Nobody's won anything. Like nobody's like these guys are all fresh faces. They got no old men left from our glory days here. Mannings are gone. Brady's finally gone, thank God. Oh, we're left with Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, Pat Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. I wonder if the NFL is just like, man, if we could only get like the Ravens in the NFC, so that way we could have Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson play each other in the Super Bowl. That's the only way they can make it any better.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about. If you took the Ravens and Niners, you can't even get them at plus money today. They got the Niners in almost a 4-1 favorite. They got the Ravens in almost a 2.5 favorite, 2.5 to 1 favorite. You take them both together, even on the money line, you're at minus 117. You can't even get plus money. You take two teams, so they automatically think that this is going to happen. Vegas thinks that this is already happening. Vegas is on board. Like they wouldn't print this out right now, 2-1. 4-1? Like, I'm hoping somebody in Detroit is just like, well, guys, they got us down as a 4-1 underdog today. There's only a 7.5 point underdog. Oh, we can cover that. You think seriously we can cover 7.5 points today? Do you think anybody's in there going, we can beat these guys? They're playing with San Francisco.
So it wouldn't hurt to do plus 10 on Detroit. Yeah.
You'd probably be better off at plus 10.
Yeah.
At minus 370, there's you get nothing here. You think that they're going to... I mean, I've seen some bad Lions games where they haven't done shit. So if you get them...
Plus 10 and then McCaffrey touchdown.
Alternate spread.
That'll get you close to plus odds.
Show more. There you go. See, I'd rather take the Lions at plus 10.5 at
Same.
minus 166
Ooh, that's
than
not bad.
the freaking Niners at minus 375. Like that way, you're in a close game, in kind of a two-possession game, two-score game almost. 10.5 is a touchdown and field goal at least. So they got to score twice to beat you. More than a field goal, touchdown and a field goal, and then some because you got the hook at the half point. So that's safe play. The 10.5 on the Lions, and I'll take that at 166 all day.
And then you throw McCaffrey TD on there.
You get a touchdown score. What do they got him at? Look at this, 330 minus 330 for a touchdown. You can't. I mean, granted, it'll probably hit, but like, so you're saying like, so they give you minus 330, you go 2 touchdowns. Will they give it to you 2 touchdowns? Touchdown score props. Yes. Only 155 for 2 scores. They're saying Debo may not even play this game today.
Wow.
All right, so say he has 2 touchdowns.
Especially if Debo ain't playing, he'll get 2.
He has 2 touchdowns in the NFC Championship game, so he's gonna score.
He'll get 1.
It's a championship game. He has to score. He's like their main cog in their
I
offense.
mean, 330's not awful, and it's safer than 2, but he'll probably get 2.
And you get him at the little plus money. So I mean, like, what do? Do you take it a single touchdown? You know he's gonna get 1.
He'll get 1.
So you just take him at the 1. Then.
Yeah.
Take him at the 1 at minus 330 because
Yeah.
we already got him. We're already up to plus 224. That's
Mhm.
still way better than on the money line. Right
Definitely. That's safe.
So, what else do we got in this game? We want anything else? We want Amon St. Brown
Yeah,
yards.
If,
They're saying he's good for a touchdown this game because the Niners give up a lot of receiving touchdowns.
yeah, I'd go with Gibbs over Brown.
Gibbs.
But because Gibbs will catch one or run one in.
That's true, 2 ways.
But Brown, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a good
go
one.
with Gibbs. Gibbs has been playing well lately.
Yeah.
So if you go McCaffrey, Gibbs, we're up to 5-1. I love it. Passing props.
HQ will get at least 1 TD. That'll be probably minus 500 each, though.
If they give it to us, player passing touchdowns. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's got to be 1. They got to say 2. Yeah, I can't play that. I can't play that game with these 2 meatheads. Or Jared Goff. I can't believe that these guys are like this is the. I'm just so used to Rodgers and Brady and
Yeah.
Manning and Rivers and like all these like Hall of Fame named quarterbacks that somehow were all in the league at the same fucking time, and then like they all just poof, they just keep disappearing one after the other after the other after the other. And now we're left with Dak Prescott,
like the Avengers,
Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, Derek Carr, Will Levis. Who are these guys? I mean, Baker Mayfield. I mean, some of these guys are like Trent Dilfer level type. Like they're good, but they're not. They're not Tom Brady good. They're not Peyton Manning good. They're not those kind of good.
Jimmy G and
like fuck that guy, Jimmy G.
Tannehill. I mean, there's still like second tier QBs in the league.
Something's up in this league, man. Like where are all the good quarterbacks gone? It's terrible. All right, so what do we get? Alternate teams. Maybe we get them at. There we go. We get them at 1 passing. If you want minus 1,600, that's not even worth the shot. Jared Goff. 1 from Jared Goff is minus 520.
That's automatic.
It doesn't even bump us up. It's not enough to fucking worth it. We got here Russian props. McCaffrey, 86.5 on the ground. Lions got that tough front 4 there.
I'd say McCaffrey over 60.
All on the alt line.
Yeah, 86 is high.
60, 360. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, there we go. That bumps us up another 100. Christian McCaffrey, 60. Do you take Gibbs?
Oof.
On a 40 burger?
He'll probably have 30, 30. 30 rushing, 30 receiving.
Yes, I can't even trust him for 40.
I mean, mate, you should have 40.
guess the Niners stout though. Niners are stout in a run defense.
Yeah, I'd say
Just,
probably 30.
I would trust McCaffrey over Gibbs to get
Yeah,
his 60 than I
right.
would Gibbs to get his 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gibbs
yeah.
will get 60, like,
Total,
total.
like, yeah. Well, can we get that player rushing and receiving? Yeah. See, like at 75, I don't feel good at 74 and a half. Well, if it's 60, we go at 60, no problem.
Yeah.
But all right, so that's the one game. We'll get out of this one now while we're still ahead. We'll get into this other game. That's the 3:30 game. This is the game. This is gonna be the game that everybody's gonna be freaking watching today. Is this Lamar Mahomes game?
Classic.
This is what
I could see this going to overtime and over.
some crazy shit is gonna happen. The worst thing for the league would this to be in a blowout game today. The worst thing. This has to be like a down to the wire, the suspend nail biter, some missed field goals, bad calls, like the fumbling through the end zone shit. Something wild is going to happen here. Kelsey goes to score the game-winning touchdown with no time left, and instead he fumbles the ball out of the end zone, and it goes back as a touchback. He retires, and then the NFL changes the rule the following year because they're talking about
they
doing
would have Kelsey go out like that.
I'm not saying the script would, but can you imagine if it went out like that? His last play is the last guy to fumble the ball, and then they change the rule, and then he's like, "I'm done with this league," and just retires.
Would AI know if the Chiefs win more games when Taylor's there than not?
Somebody's got that stat recorded, like how many, like what the record is since she's been there, or something like that. It's the Chiefs won. Chiefs keep winning, like so they don't have a losing record since she's been in the stands.
See, I'm going against what. I think the NFL wants everyone to
that's
say
what I'm
Baltimore.
thinking too. Because
I think the Chiefs.
They said the Ravens. Do you hear the Ravens are going to have all the old retired guys there
today? Ray in the building.
Yeah.
Even Ray Rice.
Everybody. Well, not Ray Rice. I don't think Ray Rice is going to be there. I mean, like the good guys. Ray Lewis. Not that he's not one of the good guys, but he was acquitted, I believe. So he'll be there. But they'll have Ray Lewis, Jonathan Ogden, the big offensive lineman. He'll be there. A couple other guys. Shannon Sharp may be there. Like so, like that kind of quality of player would probably be there.
That's what's
maybe Jamal Lewis would be there. Like that type of. So and those guys are going to be part of like the pregame ceremony and all this shit, and the games in Baltimore, and everybody's got the Super Bowl logos and everything like that going. Right. So that's why the Ravens right now, everyone's unloading on the Ravens. Like I know. Like, that's why it's 2.5 right now. It's because public is bet at up to 2.5.
Public is hammering.
Yeah, public's hammering the Ravens right now. So.
I don't think the NFL's done with Mahomes
They also said that like Mahomes is 5-0, like as an underdog. Like he's an underdog. He hasn't lost, or he's only lost once ever. Or it's something like he's 9-0 or 5-0 or 6-1. It's something ridiculous.
If the NFL wants Lamar to be MVP, his numbers will probably be bananas.
He would still have
400 yards, crazy 3 touchdowns.
He could have 300 yards of total offense. And probably run for 100 yards. Can you imagine if he runs for 100? He ran for 50 last week.
60 last week.
Was it 50, 60? Yeah. I mean, dude, because he could just guys could split out. He could just go right down the middle of the field for like 40 yards on a rip, and that's like Michael Vick used to do. Guys used to drop back and he's like, "Oh, see ya," and then like nobody could catch him before 40 yards.
Right, Chiefs' kryptonite has been their defense this season, so Lamar could pick them apart. And the Chiefs still win.
Yeah, so then you get the passing props. You get Lamar. They got Lamar's pass. He doesn't pass that much. 211. So he would have more rushing yards than he would. Like I feel better betting his 65.5 than I do his. But even like dumbing this down, like 65.5, like more like 50.
Yeah.
Like players. Lamar. So you get him at 50. 50 at 250.
Or 40 plus.
For 450. What's that do to our...
The worst thing is him getting hurt at halftime.
So you get him for 40. jumps us to 536. So we're still jumping. I'll take 40. I'll take a 40 burger. And then you want to take him for the yards?
Passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get 200.
Because you figure he's probably going to have to throw. If they can't run, he's going to have to throw.
Yeah. He'll definitely get over 200.
211. Let's see if we can get him on the alt line. Oh, wow. We can even get him at 175 for 330.
Not bad.
That's or
solid.
200, or I feel better at 175.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his 200 games are few and far between. Like sometimes he'll light you up for like 300, but then like he'll throw for like 180 and he'll run for like 110. So it's like he's like the only quarterback I can't bet his passing prop because like it's never like anywhere accurate. Like there's no like I can bet Bryce Young's under every week. It's 9 times out of 10 every week. Bryce Young 175 yards under 170. Bryce Young under 180. Book it all day. Bryce Young under 180. Book it. Lamar Jackson 200 yards. I don't think so. That's not the guarantee on that. I don't. No guarantees. I want my fucking. I want like a rebate check if I gotta like take his 200. That's why in Vegas knows it. That's why they got him at 211.
Yeah,
They're like 200. Better make it 211.
Yeah.
Because it'll be and the numbers are so right. The numbers are always spot
he'll
on.
Probably get
He'll
like
be 209,
203,
or he'll have 212, and then he'll take a knee at the end of the game for the negative yard, and then he'll go under and get beat by the hook. You'll lose by the half. Yeah.
Imagine that.
So you got to do Mahomes. Mahomes is going to have 2 passing touchdowns in this game, right?
You think?
He's got to. He may not throw for 200 yards, but he's going to have 2 touchdowns. Mahomes going to have 2 touchdowns. I'm taking Mahomes at 2 touchdowns. He'll have 2 touchdowns. Lamar with 2 passing touchdowns. I can't with Lamar with the passing game.
Definitely one.
I'd be like Lamar with an anytime touchdown would be more my like way to go with Lamar. So if you go
anytime TD is nice odds.
So if we get the touchdown score prop here just for Lamar, yeah, a little buck 120 for Lamar, yeah, definitely. So do we throw Kelsey on there too? They want you to think Kelsey, right? Biggest game of the year, gonna throw at least when they get close, they'll throw one. He'll get 1 shot at a touchdown. Like it's not like he won't get any shots. He may get the ball thrown over like 3 times in the end zone or something like that, but we got to do it. The two guys.
One or the other. You'd think both.
You'd think Kelsey is gonna have a touchdown in this game. He had one last week.
And then 0 the last.
He had one against the Bills in a big grudge match, right? He had one. That's all we need. We just need one. Playing in Baltimore.
And the last 5 games before, he had none.
Playing in Baltimore with a history of good tight ends.
So much. He's on my X list.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Let's take him out. I can't deal with the Taylorites. Or what do we call them? Shakies? Swifties? No, I'm not going Gus the Bus. He stuck it right up
Gus
my
the
pipe.
Bus. Him and Kelsey. I'd do a separate parlay with Gus and Kelsey.
With Gus and Kelsey?
That'd be nice odds, yeah. On both of them should.
Because we're already at 25-30 plus 20.
That's an 8-legger.
Yeah. We're up there. I mean, we could split this into two games. Like 2 4-leggers. That'd probably be better. Go that way, get something to play for both days. What we got going on here? So you take Lions plus 10.5. I'm gonna write this shit down. So you got Lions 10.5. We got the anytime touchdown. McCaffrey and Gibbs. McCaffrey, Gibbs, TD. And what else do we have in that game? We have one more thing. Yes, we had McCaffrey 60 yards.
Okay, that's right.
60 plus. All right. Now that alone should get us like halfway decent. Yeah, we're at plus. Yeah, we're at 4-1 on that. Plus 418. That's not bad. Then you get what do we got on this other one here? So we got Jackson 40 yards. We got Lamar 40. Lamar 40. We got Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns. Oh, show me more. We got the Lamar anytime
You should have
touchdown.
Ravens plus 10 too.
Lamar TV. Yeah, we can get anytime. We have Jackson 175.
Mm.
175. And you're saying 10.5 to the Ravens plus 10.5? Ravens are favored. You want to bump that up?
I think the Chiefs are winning this.
Yeah, outright, right?
Yeah.
We can get them at plus money right off the rip, unless you want to bump it up more. You want to bump the Chiefs up like -7? You want to get nuts?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, because we already get the Chiefs at plus money on a win, and they're getting 4.5.
I do the spread.
-150.
Yeah.
They take the 4.5.
Yeah. At least.
All right.
If not,
Take the Chiefs.
7.5. Yeah.
Chiefs plus. What's 7.5? It don't now. Now go with the 4.5. That's a field goal. They're getting. This will be a field goal game. That way we're covered if it comes down to a 3-point game. So there you go. You can bet this all together. You can get 412 to 1 odds on this thing. There you go. That's a winner chicken dinner right there.
I think so.
So we're gonna split these up, 2 separate parlays. Or are you going big gangsta style with the 9-legger?
Big D, yeah, they might.
Big D swinging.
Some of them might give you a bonus too. They might give you the.
Yeah, we
How
got
many
the.
legs?
We can do the $10 no sweat. So we'll get $10 back. Everybody will get the $10 back on the FanDuel, like $10.
Right.
So like if we did $10 on this 9-legger and we don't hit, we get $10 back for tomorrow night. Like that's
or the boost.
The boost
they
was
might
for
give
live.
you a 50%.
50,
Oh, it's only live?
It was live bets. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's a 50% boost, but on a live bet. So when the game starts, you can hammer that for 50%.
Oh, yeah.
So that way, like if it starts going sour, you go the other way with some of them, and then hedge it back with a 50% bonus and a little plus money for the day.
Yeah.
So we go with the no sweat parlay. Might as well just big dig swing. It's a conference championship, right? What do we got in the first game? First game is the Lamar game. So you got Lamar 40, Mahomes 1.5 touchdowns.
Right. I got 2 winners right here in my pocket.
What do you got? What do you got on winners?
This one's for the fans. So the old-fashioned kiosk tickets.
Old school. Man goes old school here. He don't like that cash out option. He goes hardcore payment.
Oh yeah.
What do you got on the hard ticket? This is.
First one. $5 payout, potential payout $50. Patrick Mahomes over 199.5 passing. Ravens money line. Lamar Jackson over 179.5 passing. Jackson, wow, over 1 touchdown.
Anytime
touchdown? No. Just 1 passing touchdown over 0.5.
Oh, okay. So just 1 passing TD.
Yeah. Pacheco anytime TD.
Yep.
And Patrick Mahomes over 0.5 passing touchdowns.
So Mahomes 1 passing TD. That's 5 for 50?
5 for 50.
What did you have? What was the one after Ravens money line? You had something for 170 what?
179.5 passing for Jackson.
All right. So Jackson. All right. And what else you got over there in a hard ticket?
That's a sure bet.
There you go. That's fire right there. It's a 10 to 1 payout right there.
Next one, $5 for potential 258.
Woo!
And that's Detroit Lions plus 17.
Wow, Lions.
Jared Goff over 0.5 passing touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey anytime TD.
What did you get his odds at?
Which
To say it right next to it by any chance? Like is minus or anything for the one-time
um
touchdown, like to the right-hand side or underneath it or anywhere?
no, they
I'm just curious what Rivers had it for.
yeah, they threw it all together.
Oh.
But it was minus like 2 or 3.
It was up there. I
Yeah,
was just curious if they were better or worse.
it was probably minus 300.
Ugh, they were all the same. All right, what else you got after
Jam-
McCaffrey TD?
Jameer Gibbs anytime TD.
Gibbs TD.
Um, and that's plus 350 for those SGP. And then I had a Chiefs one. Isaiah Pacheco anytime TD. Patrick Mahomes over .5 passing touchdowns. Isaiah Likely anytime TD.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the Ravens tight end.
Oh.
That was good plus money.
All right.
And Lamar Jackson over .5 passing TDs.
Yeah.
I'll be screwed if I doubled up on Lamar Jackson.
God, you got so many TDs in here, man. You get a lot of like anytime TDs. That's my kryptonite. Is them anytime TDs. You hit them. You come out gold with them TDs sometimes. Most of the time, I don't think I've hit one all year. Even anytime I pick one, I never get a hit.
What?
There was one week I was like, I'm not playing TDs anymore, and I think every guy, if I had played my fantasy team to have a touchdown that week, I think I probably went up by like 30 grand because I had like 10 guys in my fantasy team all have a touchdown in the same week. If I had played a ticket at any time touchdown 10-legger, I think I would have made a year's salary. I think. But that's the woulda, coulda, shoulda. So those are the 2 hard tickets you got.
Yep.
So you got the 2 hard tickets. Then you got 5 for 50, 5 for 258. We're poor here at Get Scripted Sports. We're a couple of poor bees. We grew up poor. We're very poor. So don't let us think we're making millions of dollars here. We are making enough to get us by and get us some groceries for the week.
Yeah.
We're not doing $100 bets. We're doing $5 bets.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing $10 bets when we get refunds back on our $10 bet.
Yeah.
And we love it. And the other day we hit for $330 off of $5. We hit a lot. And then once you hit, then we get crazy here at Get Scripted Sports. We don't drop the credit card down for 1,000. We turn 5 into 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing here. And then if we don't hit, we wait till the next paycheck and we do it again. That's what happens. So those are his plays, and then we got the show play. We're gonna do the 9-legger. We're gonna do balls deep, 9 legs. We're gonna do the $10 refund because we're fucking cheap as hell and we're broke and we want to play again tomorrow when this fucker doesn't hit. But let it hit and then we got $400.
Hopefully it's
So like the way we look at it is we got $10 for $400. $400 is that's a week's pay. That's 3/4 of a week's pay, man.
That's solid.
We're gonna do one more time. We're gonna get at plus 40.69. All right, so that's in gambling terms, it's about almost 400 to 1, a little over 400 to 1 odds on this.
Yeah.
All right, starting with the.
And then if you want to get crazy, the Detroit Pistons over the Thunder tonight. Because the Thunder
don't listen to this man. He took his crazy pills. I just told you to not bet the Pistons.
The Thunder been playing hard 10 games straight.
You're going to take the Pistons over the Thunder? What's that? I'm not even looking at plus 1,300. Are the Pistons plus 1,300?
Oh, I'm not even on that.
Oh, I'm on it. I got it up right here. You're coming in with this whacked out shit. We just want to send the people out with a nice little win today. Like, come back next week for more. You're sending them out there with the Pistons?
OKC, them boys play.
Plus 590?
Yeah.
Why is that plus 590? Because it's a 2 o'clock game.
Easy money.
Oh.
People are trying to get money before.
Lost. The Pistons just played yesterday and lost to the Wizards.
Of course they did. What not better?
All right. So
right before playoff football, why wouldn't the Pistons
I'm going to put a note down here for next week's show. We got it's Thunder Pistons. So I need to revisit this on the next show.
Shoot,
Thunder
on the way home, I might
Pistons.
I might do a hard ticket.
Pete
Pistons
Pluto,
money line.
Crazy man, is going with the plus 590 to the home viewers here on the money line. And I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that. So, all right, we're going to revisit that next week. The football bet today, 3:30. Lamar 40 yards rushing. Mahomes 2 passing touchdowns. Lamar anytime touchdown. Lamar 175 yards passing. Chiefs plus 4.5. The other games, because this is all going to hit. This is all going to hit by halftime. This is going to hit by halftime. So once halftime hits and you go get your smoke break on, you get a little something to eat, because now like you have no reason to watch the second half because we don't give a shit who wins this fucking game now. Now we're just rooting for the Chiefs to win the fucking game because we're probably gonna have to cover it at 4.5 towards the end of the fucking game. But it'll come down to a field goal. We got 4.5 points, so we're good. So no need to worry. Even if the Ravens fucking go to the Super Bowl, we got the 4.5. We're good. We're into the next game. We made it to 6 o'clock. That's where we want to be.
Just because there's got to be something with Kelsey and Taylor.
Yeah, don't stay off all the Travis Kelce bets. Stay away from him.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. Don't touch any Travis Kelce bets. Because what if he is retired?
I know.
What's his mindset like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if he drops one pass? Oh man, I'm gonna retire. My girl's up there. Is she gonna break up with me? Like, I feel like he's a fucking 13-year-old high school kid.
The NFL wins even if Kelsey doesn't score, but they can pan on
right.
Taylor Swift.
You got to figure that's like how many millions of dollars they're making just by
Free
showing.
promo.
You're right. Just throw that Taylor Swift in a Chiefs hat. You know, boom, 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 boom. Oh, Jason Kelsey, no shirt. Bang, bang. Oh no, back to Taylor. Oh, what's happening up there? Yeah. All right. So we get out of the Chiefs game, and you're gonna be sick to your stomach of the Taylorites by then, and then you're gonna get into the Lions plus 10.5.
Yeah, good game.
McCaffrey anytime TD. That's a lock. That's a lock. They got it at minus fucking 330, which I'm not happy with. Yeah. Anyway, you got Gibbs anytime TD. I like that.
So we don't know if what's his name's playing Debo.
Debo, yeah.
What?
He says there's a possibility his knees, his knees not feeling all right or something's not feeling right. So there's a chance he may not play, and if he plays, he may not be 100%. So if he's not 100%, I don't want to put any money in a guy who's not 100%.
McCaffrey definitely.
So the other guys are going to look to who's Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk. He'll probably get a few more looks.
But if Debo's playing, he's getting one.
But they could just send him out there like they used to do when Randy Moss used to get hurt. You got it.
He wouldn't.
Just send him out there.
I don't think he would suit up.
Just send out there. We'll throw the ball a couple of times just to make it think like we're going to get to you. Just take their best defender or whatever away out of the defense. We'll put you out there as a decoy or whatever.
Safe bet is McCaffrey, but if Debo's playing, here's the super bet. Detroit Pistons money line, Debo anytime TD. Parlay those two together.
Just that.
Oh yeah. That's the two.
That's the one tonight. That's where am I at? Here we get a.
Yeah.
So
Detroit
right.
Pistons.
So you got the Pistons fucking money line.
And Debo anytime TD.
And we get into the NFL. And Debo's in the 6:30 game. That's if you even make it to 6:30, because this thing will be over with by like 3:30. This is a 2:10 game, by the way. This guy, he's got one. I will shit myself if the fucking Pistons, because this is the type of shit that happens in the NBA.
Yeah.
The fucking Spurs just beat the goddamn Timberwolves last night. So who am I looking for in touchdown again? Debo, right?
Debo.
Debo.
Oh, he's not even.
Yeah, he's down one.
Okay.
Right here. So is that first? That's anytime. It's the one on the left. Anytime. Debo 130. That's not bad either. Yeah. Like, I mean, 10 will get you about $1.50.
Sure. I can see that.
I, on the other hand, would be the guy that would max my credit card out and go the complete other way on this. On the Pistons. I have been betting the Thunder all year. I got the Thunder win total over on like 6 different cards. This is going to hit. They took it off the board. They won't even let me parlay the win totals anymore because it's too far into the season. You can pick them. You can pick them, but you can't parlay them together no more. Like where at the beginning of the season they would let you parlay the
each division.
Yeah. So here you go. Yeah, at 850. Oh my God, 12.5 points.
That's what they.
And the Pistons just played yesterday.
Both teams did, I think.
It's crazy. This guy's crazy.
Did the Pistons win? No.
Pistons didn't win yesterday. Yeah. I won because I bet against the Pistons yesterday at plus money. And then if I was a smart man, I'd take that plus money and just roll it over onto whatever change I would make at minus 850 on the Thunder's money line tonight.
Yeah, they're bound to lose.
Of course, not the Thunder. This is a stat padding game for the Thunder tonight.
Bad for the NBA, dude.
Maybe they got Josh Giddey. Maybe they got a couple of 16-year-olds that are hanging out in the crowd for Josh Giddey. He'll get his triple-double tonight. You want to throw Josh Giddey triple-double in on the Pistons game, too? Yeah, why not, right? You want to get crazy? I mean, like the Pistons suck. You know, if Josh Giddey's gonna have another triple double, tonight's the night to do it. Can I even get a triple? Give me a triple double. Just triple double. Just triple double. Player performance. Record a double double. Aha. Boom. Triple double. Look at this. Plus 5,000. Oh, and it went down in our favor too. Look at people are betting it. Just went down to 5,000 to plus 4,900. Oh, they won't let you. They won't let you take it.
Why
They
not?
won't let you do Giddey triple double, Debo touchdown, and Pistons
Oh,
money line together. I think it's because this is too
because he
much of a
plays for
this
the
is too
Pistons.
much of a prop.
Okay.
They don't want to. They don't want to parlay that together. You can get this
You.
separately.
Oh,
You
you
can
are
just get
right.
You can just put $10 on this and pay $490 if Giddey has a triple double tonight. You're almost better off just betting that. There's more
Holy
chances
cow.
of Giddey having a triple double tonight at plus 4,900 than there is the Pistons winning this game outright. Just saying. Giddey triple double. I'm putting that down. We're gonna revisit. We're gonna visit all this next week. So triple double. All right, folks, you heard it. Giddey triple double plus 4,900 is hitting tonight, and we're gonna relive all this.
See,
Okay.
Giddy's last game, he had 4 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. The game before, 12 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. The game before, 7 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds.
He's right there. Maybe against a shitty team that turns the ball over a lot, he gets a little bit more opportunity to get a couple more rebounds, get a
And
couple more assists, get a couple more easy scores.
rebounds, he'll probably have 6. I could see like 10 and. Oof, I don't even know about 10. I'd
He's got to
say.
have 10 for the triple double. That's the only stat he's gonna get. He's
Right.
gonna get 10 in. I mean, if he's had 6, 4, 3, and you know why he's not getting them rebounds no more?
He's getting
You know why he's
rebounds.
not getting close to 10 rebounds anymore? Fucking
Chet.
Chet.
Oh, of course.
Big
Yeah.
Chet. Big Chet. Stealing them fucking 10 rebounds a game. All right, well, we're going to wrap this up here. We left everybody on a cliffhanger.
That's right.
We're going to come back next week to the Pistons money line, the conference championship winners, and a fat bank account after all this hits.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything else to say to these people, Pete Pluto?
We'll see you next time.
Stay here, Scripted Sports. We'll see you next week. Get jiggy with it.